What was it really like for Meghan Markle to marry into the royal family? Her former bodyguard has revealed new insights, sharing the intense struggles she faced transitioning from a Hollywood actress to one of the most famous women in the world. Meghan Markle's journey from Hollywood to royalty was far from the fairy tale it appeared to be. Behind the glamour of royal titles and global recognition, there was a tremendous burden that Meghan carried, a burden that was not easy to bear. According to her former bodyguard, Steve Davies, who worked closely with her during her early days as a duchess, the pressure of becoming a member of the royal family was overwhelming. Davies, who was hired to protect Meghan during her time filming Suits in Toronto, Canada, has opened up about how the former actress struggled to cope with the whirlwind of attention and responsibility that came with marrying Prince Harry. Going from a recognizable TV actress to being part of the British monarchy, Meghan found herself in a media frenzy that often bordered on dangerous, evoking fears that she might suffer a fate similar to Princess Diana. In a recent interview, Steve Davies revealed that Meghan faced immense challenges as she transitioned from her life in Hollywood to her role within the royal family. He expressed sympathy for the Duchess, highlighting how stressful it was for her to adjust to the constant scrutiny and invasion of privacy. "It was a nightmare," Davies recalled, as paparazzi followed them everywhere and drones constantly buzzed around trying to capture any moment of her life. The former bodyguard even feared for her safety, comparing her situation to that of Princess Diana, who was tragically hounded by the press until her untimely death. Living in the royal goldfish bowl, as Davies described it, was far from the fairy tale Meghan might have envisioned. She had gone from being a B-list celebrity to being part of the most famous family in the world, and the shift was more difficult than anyone could have anticipated. Despite the intense public pressure, Meghan has continued to be a divisive figure in the media. While some critics have labeled her as difficult to work with, Davies defended her, saying that Meghan was always warm and considerate to those around her. He added that the Duchess upheld one core value: respect. According to Davies, Meghan believed in giving respect to get respect, a principle she adhered to even amid the chaos of her royal duties. These remarks stand in contrast to recent claims made by former employees who have described her as demanding and difficult. The nickname Duchess Difficult has followed Meghan since 2021, when her former communications secretary, Jason Knopf, accused her of bullying staff. However, Davies' account paints a different picture of the Duchess, one that shows a woman trying to navigate an impossible situation while maintaining her dignity. The allegations against Meghan resurfaced recently after reports suggested that many of her top aides in the U.S. have quit in the past few years. Sources close to the couple claimed that Meghan's relentless work ethic and high standards were too much for some to handle. Yet, Davies stood by his former boss, insisting that these portrayals were unfair. According to him, Meghan's compassionate side was often overlooked in favor of stories that painted her in a negative light. He explained that, contrary to the rumors, Meghan was always kind to her fans and genuinely went out of her way to help people, a quality that made the negative media narratives all the more painful for him to hear. As Meghan continues to balance her public image with her private life, her reputation remains a subject of constant debate. The truth about Meghan Markle's life as a royal is undoubtedly complex. While some see her as difficult and demanding, others, like Steve Davies, recall a woman who was kind, respectful, and struggling under the weight of newfound fame. As the stories surrounding her continue to evolve, one thing is clear: Meghan's transition into the royal family was far more challenging than the public could have ever imagined. Behind the headlines and controversies lies a narrative of stress, privacy invasion, and personal transformation, one that will likely continue to captivate both her critics and supporters for years to come.